Hello, thank you guys so much for coming to this video today. I really appreciate it. I'm doing something new. I'm actually down in Miami. I'm in South Florida. There's actually a Cardano meetup happening down here, and I'm really trying to do things that are different. You know, I'm so used to just sitting in a room talking to a camera, and I feel like I'm not making any, real world impact or value. So I want to start getting out there, coming to meetups, meeting with the community. And that's what this video is. In this video, I have Patrick Tobler, who is the creator of NFT-MAKER. I have Kaizen Crypto. I have Captain Haiti, and a few other people from the Cardano community. So if you enjoy this style of content, me going out there, me meeting people, then click the like button, comment down below, subscribe, click the notification bell. If you make it to the end, comment Captain Haiti down below. I'd really appreciate it. But if you notice any weirdness in the video, it's because it's my first time doing it. We're learning, we're growing, we're getting better at this, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Today I wanted to introduce the founder of Mad NFT. They were actually the fourth business to ever launch NFTs on Cardano, and they were in the Cardano space really before anyone else. And it was awesome to actually be able to meet them at this event. And I just wanted to ask them a few questions. I got here and they were actually with Harmony, and they've been speaking about a bridge from ADA to Harmony. So can you introduce what you guys are working on in Mad and the future of Mad?
Yeah, man, absolutely. So my name is Skin from the Mad in Art platform. My business partner is JP. He's standing just over there, by the way. So we're at the show and we're on the Harmony stand, but as you can see, we have a Cardano logo on the Harmony stand. And they're totally cool with that, by the way. And the reason for that is this. We basically cut our teeth and we learned all of our lessons with the most incredible Cardano community, which we're a strong part of today, and we're super excited. We met lots of our friends here. During the period while we were just developing our understanding, we were approached by Harmony and they said, hey guys, would you like to launch your platform in the Harmony space? And we're like, oh no, we're really happy with Cardano, we're going to stay here with our mates. And they're like, no, we want you to stay with Cardano and launch your platform on Harmony, and then our devs can work together to create a bridge between the two platforms. So we're like, wow, that's super cool. So right now they've given us some grant funding that allows us to work with them to build a bridge between Cardano and Harmony. And let's face it, when we've created that bridge between Cardano and Harmony, that means we've got a bridge to 20 other EVM platforms out there, and that's really going to help the space along. So the ambition really is trying to create a lot of bridges as best as we can.
That's awesome. From my perspective, it's really interesting to hear an NFT project being a part of building a bridge between two networks. I personally think that, as we head into the future, it's going to be a network of blockchains, and we're not going to just rely on Cardano. Each network is going to have its own niche. So it's so interesting to me to see an art project really pioneering a bridge between two protocols. What are some of your favorite pieces that you've released on Cardano in the past, and I can put them on the screen for viewers watching this right now?
I guess the most popular for lots of people was the beginning when we launched the icon range, right at the start of our career in Cardano. The very first drop, we dropped 5 icons, and big applause for all of you guys that inspired us by buying those icons, because we were like, maybe we'll sell about 5 icons in total. And we sold 500 icons in an hour. I've not dropped lots of art on the Cardano space in the last 6 months because we've been learning how we can responsibly create a platform that is going to serve artists all over the world. And we don't want to get it wrong, we want to get it right. So I'm grateful for all the Cardano community that have helped us get this far.
Well, thank you for that. I really appreciate you taking the time to have this little small interview with me. Is there anything you'd like to say before we head off here today?
Yeah, listen, one thing I would say is this, guys. We're all excited about this space, but I think the space is just getting started. So as long as we all follow our personal passions, I think everybody's going to be win-win for everybody.
I agree with that, and that's what we're all doing here today, but I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you guys do a testing?
Hello, hello.
Yeah, be louder than that.
Hi. My name is Patrick. I don't know what to say. Mic check, mic check.
This is my second time ever actually doing one of these in person. So Wyoming 2 months ago, he just clicked live, and I'm like, "We're live!" And I was like, "It's my first time ever." I'm like handing the mic around, and like Rick was there. This isn't live, but the one in Wyoming was live. I won't tell you that. Even if we were, I'm like, "No, we're good, Patrick. We're good." I have great news. I'm here today with Kaizen Crypto and Patrick Tobler, creator of NFT-MAKER. NFT-MAKER is actually one of the first platforms on Cardano that allowed any user to upload an image or an MP4 file, and once they uploaded that, they could actually create and mint an NFT on Cardano. And one thing that was very unique about it is even though he was first to market, it was a reasonable price. You know, he wasn't extorting people because he was the first to do it. And how are you doing today, Patrick?
I'm doing great. It's been amazing meeting Kaizen and you in real life. I can't put it into words. And there are a lot of people watching us right now, so it feels very weird. But
this is like a live in person. It's not only you, the viewers, who are able to catch this, but it's also, you know, the people here are able to enjoy this. It's been great. I'm in Miami with Big Pay, Patrick, NFT-MAKER CEO. It's amazing to see the progress of both of these two gentlemen. It's an incredible privilege to be here also with the amazing Cardano community. So I hope you guys enjoy this conversation. I'm excited to learn about what we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah, and to pick up where they left off, I agree it is very strange. You know, normally Kaizen and I are just looking at a camera in our own room. You know, and actually being able to meet each other face to face is pretty gnarly. We first met back in Wyoming, and what was that, about a month and a half ago?
Yeah, maybe like 2 months ago. Yeah, a couple months.
Yeah, and I would honestly like to do this more. You know, it really is great. So I wanted to speak a little bit about NFT-MAKER and really what they've been working on. You know, initially, that's what, you know, NFT-MAKER was when it first launched. You got on there, you uploaded a photo or an MP4 file, and you got your own NFT, one for one. And I actually minted it back then where the site was, you know, basic in functionality. You had one mint section, and then it showed all the previous mints, you know, so very, very early on. And I was so impressed with it. So, you know, stemming from there, how far has NFT-MAKER come, and where's the future, and where are you guys at now?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy journey when I think about it. You know, Fahim, who's standing over there right now, and we did this whole NFT-MAKER version 1 thing in like a week, and then it blew up, and then we started building more and more around it. We built NFT-MAKER Pro, which now enables you to mint like really large collections, and we've minted like 400,000 NFTs now in like, I don't know how many months, like 5, 4, I don't know.
That's incredible. Didn't we just reach about 2 million total NFTs on Cardano? So, I mean, what percentage is that? A little less, 20%?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, and you know, it's been crazy for me too, because I did this during my bachelor thesis, right? I was writing my bachelor thesis, and now I have a company with 25 employees, and we're building like so many products. We're building a fractionalized marketplace for physical high-value art. We are building the NFT-MAKER marketplace. We're building NFT-MAKER Pro. We're building a game launchpad. We're building so many things, and that's really what it's about, like building the whole ecosystem. And you know, sometimes you don't even see what NFT-MAKER is building because it's all, you know, white labeled, but it's it feels surreal, and it's a really amazing feeling. And you know, the Cardano community has been just awesome, and I feel at home.
Define white labeled.
Yeah, so you know, NFT-MAKER Pro is our architecture layer, basically our service layer, and you can use it as a user to implement it into whatever platform you want. You can launch your own NFT, you know, platform or collection without me actually even knowing about it. So a lot of projects that are actually launching are using NFT-MAKER behind the scenes without anyone knowing about it, and that's the cool part. That's what we are about. We are about enabling people to actually create their own projects.
That's awesome. And you know, do they just use API and it allows them to, you know, use NFT-MAKER to mint all of those NFTs? And you know what he's saying is, initially, as I mentioned earlier, you could mint, one NFT at a time, and, manually you could mint 10, but using, API in the back end, NFT creators can mint thousands of NFTs instead of just one or two at a time, which is really what was holding people back initially. Someone that wants to make a large-scale project didn't actually have the ability to. So as far, you said that you're working on all of these things at NFT-MAKER. What is the most important to you, and what are you most excited about?
I think the most important thing is definitely enabling the community to do things. That's what drives me, basically, to enable artists to actually go to Cardano and make their own NFT collections. That's why we started with an API, which already makes it more easy for people to get started with minting NFTs. But then we saw that API development is still a little bit tricky and a few people don't understand it. So we tried to change this and make this even more accessible. And accessibility is really the key. We want to make it really easy for literally anyone to just go onto Cardano, and we want to onboard people. And I'm very proud of that because, I think we've onboarded more artists to Cardano than anyone else. We've created more policies on Cardano than anyone else, and that's really what I think is what crypto is all about in general. Not only NFTs, but crypto. It's about bringing the people into the space and giving them chances. Kaizen.
Yeah, if I could add something also, I just wanted to say that, from all the NFT projects that we've seen dropping on Cardano, just to see Patrick's work going on behind the scenes with NFT-MAKER, just the amount of people that have been putting in work behind the scenes, it's really kind of like the backbone infrastructure of what we're seeing with a lot of these NFT drops. So what he's building right now, it's also something that is going to evolve over time. And I mean, Patrick, what you're experiencing right now as a business owner, I think is very testament to what other people in the community might also face if they're looking to build within the ecosystem. Right now, you're in a position where your Stakepool, so you have the Stakepool Babel, right? It's in a position where you're retiring it. And it was very unfortunate, but we actually got a chance to hear that news on the 1-year anniversary of Babel's Stakepool. And I wanted to say a kudos to you because you handled it very well in the sense that you're now creating this other avenue for yourself to create value within the ecosystem. So I guess the message to our audience here, as well as for everybody listening, is that there are so many different ways to provide and add value now within the ecosystem. And what you're building with NFT-MAKER is a perfect example of that.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. It's too many compliments here, but thank you.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I was just about to compliment him. NFT-MAKER, and it was started 4 months ago, correct?
I'm not even sure. Which month do we have? Time flies by. We started in April, so we started almost 1 month after the first NFTs on Cardano, or few weeks after the first NFTs on Cardano, and that's it's more than 4 months at this point, but it feels like 4 months because time is just flying by. And yeah, go ahead.
And in that time, you've actually hired 25 employees, and truly, you're an inspiration, man. It really shows what people can do once they have access to what Cardano is. Cardano is a decentralized database, and it, removes the requirement for people to go to centralized parties, to create. And the fact that you did this even day one without extorting people, the fact that, was it 2 ADA to mint at the very start?
Actually, at the beginning, it was more than 2 ADA. It was I'm not sure anymore, 5 ADA or so, because the price of ADA was very low. I think we started at 10 cents or so. Or a little bit more than 10 cents. And then we dropped it down to 2 ADA because, the price started rising. And I think it's important to keep it low because we want to enable everyone. That's the mission, enabling people to use NFTs on Cardano. And you can't have high prices for that.
And I feel you guys have done just that. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this. Is there anything left that you guys want to say before we head out of here for today?
Well, I just wanted to say it's incredible to meet up again with Pei, and for the first time getting a chance to meet Patrick. I know that there are so many builders within the ecosystem. We're all here We're this one big family. And what's really special about Cardano is that we know that we may have to deal with the haters from time to time, but yet we still keep building. So for everybody watching, I just want to say thank you all so much. It takes a lot for us to come out here and create the content, and for Patrick, he's working behind the scenes. He's got many people, many moving parts within his own business. So the support really does mean the world to each and every one of us. And I just want to say thank you all so much for watching.
And if you're new to the community, and lately today, I've had a lot of people come up to me and ask me specifically about the Cardano price. Why do you seem so peachy even though the price has fallen down half of what it was a few months ago? Your income has fallen in half if you're paid in ADA. And it's because we're building. Builders in this community that are thinking long-term on a 5-year timeline, if they're building and providing value, they will do well. So I wanted to do another segment with just Kaizen and see what he's been working on. It was a little bit strange earlier. We had a live audience. So now that everyone is kind of fleeted, I figured we'd have a little chat with Kaizen and see how he's been doing. How are you doing today, Kaizen?
Hey, Pei. I'm doing good, man. I love these in-person live meetups. It's really great to just get a chance to chat with you face-to-face. I'm doing good, bro. Just building on Cardano. So right now, what's really been taking up a lot of my attention is just making sure that the stake pools are running as optimally as possible. And then also, we're building a NFT game. So Lovelace Saga is definitely taking up a lot of time. We've actually got a really incredible team that's putting this together, and I'm super excited. We actually had our weekly meeting today before I came out here to see everybody here in Miami. So it's been keeping me busy, man, but I'm really excited about it.
That's a very interesting transition. Earlier we spoke with Patrick, and 4 months ago he started a website and hired 25 employees, and as we said, he's a great inspiration, and so is Kaizen. He starts a YouTube channel. It would probably be almost a year and 8 months now, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So we started the YouTube channel back in July of 2019. So it's actually been more than a couple years since we started, and the Stakepool game has definitely been longer since then. So I would say that, well, no, I should say I take that back. The Stakepool actually came after we created the YouTube channel. Yeah. But, it's all just an evolutionary process.
It is. I mean, you went from YouTube channel, still continuing the YouTube, to Stakepool, and now you're essentially managing a video game. You're managing developers.
Yeah.
That's a unique transition, in my opinion, a relatively short amount of time.
One thing that really provided inspiration was hearing about Charles having this video game company. He's also pretty big into it, and I'm a very avid follower, as I'm sure many of our audience, especially you, Pei. We watch all of Charles's videos, and just to see what the work he's been putting in. I mean, he's got like this video game company, he's got this medical company that he's building with his family. It really was an inspiration for me to see him building this. And seeing already what he had on his plate, and I was thinking to myself, well, how can I provide as much value as possible? So what that led to for me was with these NFTs, I created Kaizen NFTs. It's just a matter of being able to provide as much value to the ecosystem, as well as our delegators and token holders. I think that the game is really something that people are going to be excited about, because we're seeing a lot of trend, especially within crypto, shifting more towards things like metaverse, play-to-earn games, of course DeFi, and a way to be able to earn yield on crypto. But I think in terms of the niche that I'm focusing on right now, definitely that play-to-earn gaming is really where we're focusing, and it's been keeping me busy, and I'm super excited about our progress.
So what type of game are you building? I heard you say play to earn. What does it look like from a user perspective? You get on there, Lovelace Saga. Where does it start?
So it's pretty much going to be something like if you've ever played Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
So Super Smash Brothers is really like this childhood iconic game for me, and I played it a lot with friends and my siblings, and it was a lot of rivalry, and it was, of course, very friendly competition. And I think that's what we have a lot within the Cardano community as well, within the ecosystem. And I think I wanted to encapsulate that within this game, and also creating characters with these NFTs that kind of represent members in the Cardano community. That was the idea behind it. And you know, in terms of the gameplay, and like, let's say you're a user, right, and you come on and you want to play Lovelace Saga, basically what you would do is you would connect your wallet. We're going to have lots of content and material about how to go through the process, but pretty much you have your NFT, which represents your playable character. And then what you can do from there is, you know, focus on the gameplay, which is going to allow you to battle other characters. You're going to be able to gain experience points. You can upgrade your character with other NFTs, such as in-game items, skins. There's a lot, and I don't want to give away too much, but I'm really excited about it. And as far as the updates for it, I mean, social media is definitely where I'm posting a lot of our progress, so definitely be sure to follow us there. But right now, I think that in terms of where we are in terms of development, we're getting very close towards our MVP. And I'm super excited about that because it's going to be an opportunity for members in the community who are involved to test it out, you know, be able to try it. The first people to be able to test this are going to be the ones to help us the most by giving us feedback and providing us insights on how we can improve. So, you know, we're making a lot of progress, and it's going to be fun because I can't wait to see all the different things that members in the community create with it. You know, it's going to be a lot of opportunities for our community as well.
That's awesome. And I really believe that you're, you know, essentially a pioneer in gaming on Cardano at this point. You know, right now we're obviously in, you know, the later stage of the crypto bull market. You know, everyone's excited about it. You know, late night TV's talking about crypto over and over and over again. But eventually this will fade for a little bit, and the people that are building will still be left around. And, you know, I think in my opinion, what's coming next, you know, the people that are still going to be around other than the builders, is it's going to be gaming. You know, it's going to be gamers. I see this, you know, I see crypto, you know, meeting with gaming, you know, through incentive. And that's really where a large majority of the user base is going to be, in my opinion, in the next 3 or 4 years. And, you know, it's very exciting to see, you know, community members building this game, and it's also very exciting to see, you know, how far you've come and how you've developed, you know, not only as a Stakepool operator, but also as a content creator and also a new game developer. And, you know, I really look forward to this minimal viable product, this MVP of Lovelace Saga. And I would love to have you on for a full podcast. Maybe we could do a demo, you know, play the game for a little bit, you know, play to earn, and then also, you know, kind of shoot the shit and talk about it for a little bit afterwards.
For sure, man. For sure. That's awesome. Yeah, you know, I could say the same about you, Pei. It's like there's just so much happening within the space. And, of course, I really appreciate everybody who's been supporting both of our stake pools. You know, you've got Bloom, I've got Kaizen stake pools. It's really amazing to think about how we've kind of entered into this community with creating content on YouTube. And that has kind of led us both onto this path of venturing out into other avenues. I think that for me, in terms of providing value to the community, creating content has always been something that I've enjoyed, and I can say the same about Pei. You know, just from meeting him and talking with him, it's like we really want to be the best that we can be. And I really do appreciate everybody in the community as well, because without you, you know, there's no reason to go and wake up in the morning and push and be the best that we can be. So all the support that everybody has shown both of us, it really does mean the world. I mean, it's just something that I'm so grateful for now. Just to think that a year ago, I wasn't even in this situation. My life has completely changed, and I'm able to now wake up and work for the Cardano community. It's just an incredible experience, and I'm very grateful for it.
You know, I'm grateful for it too, and I tried to mention this when Patrick was here earlier, but there are a lot of people watching, and it's also probably 10:30 at night, not used to recording this late. But, you know, Kaizen and Patrick and myself are really examples of what Cardano and blockchain can do for people in this world. You know, what it does is it empowers entrepreneurs. It gives entrepreneurs the tools to build and create without having to go through, you know, a centralized source. You know, you're given a decentralized database to work on, to work from, and obviously what is great with that is the community and all of the people willing to help you and educate you on, Cardano and help you find, where you fit in this community and how you can better yourself and your business and the people around you and how you can add value back. But thank you so much for doing this little segment with me, Kaizen. Is there anything you want to say before we head off here for today?
Well, I just want to say thank you so much, man. I really do enjoy these in-person meetups. I'm in Miami right now, just getting a chance to see everybody in the Cardano community who is out here supporting. And it's just incredible to see all the developments happening. We're here with Art Basel, so great to see Patrick with NFT-MAKER. I would just like to say that for everybody watching, the support is just incredible. Please be sure to subscribe, like the video, both on Big Pay's channel, and if you do want to head over to Kaizen Crypto, the world is just a massive place filled with so many different ideas, and it would be great to see you over there, so definitely be sure to subscribe as well. Yeah, just thank you everybody so much for the love and the support. It really does mean a lot to me.
So I wanted to bring this up too before we head out of here for today. Next year, October 14th and 15th, Bloom, and we're going to be hosting an event in Denver, Colorado called the Rare Bloom, and it's going to be a Cardano community event. I went to the Bitcoin conference earlier this year, and right before I went to that, I went to a 4-hour Cardano meetup, and I had a better time in those 4 hours, meeting the Cardano community members than I did in the 24 hours at the Bitcoin conference, and I felt we needed that. We need a Cardano community event. And we're going to be hosting that next year. So I'm going to start giving you guys more details on this soon, but the Twitter link for that will be down below. It's called the Rare Bloom. We have many people, already confirmed coming out. Sunday Swap, Ada Handel, Cardano with Paul, Kaizen. And
yep, I will be there. I will be there. Can't wait for it, man.
Yeah, and we've been giving out free boosts to community members, and it's limited supply. But this first year, we really just want to bring what I felt in that moment at the first meetup down here with Charles to a wider scale, not just 100 people, but say 500 to 2,000. So make sure you guys check that out. And again, it's next October. We're really planning this so far in the future to really give people time to prepare for it. It's not next week. So thank you guys.
Haiti has $20 billion worth of gold, $120 billion worth of oil. We have the largest concentration of iridium compared to any place around the world. So when I say Haiti, put some respect on that name. Haiti, 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 Haiti.
So I'm down here in Miami, South Florida, and there's actually meetups that are hosted here in South Florida, really about every other month or every month. And they're hosted by an awesome guy. He actually decided to remain anonymous. I was about to say his name. But they're awesome meetups. I try to come down here as much as possible. And in these meetups, there are presentations. It's people that are building DeFi projects or trying to add value to Cardano or add value to the people around them. And today, I met with Captain Haiti, and he actually gave a presentation. And I agree with a lot of his passion. He had passion about not only Cardano, but about helping the people of his home country. And 60% of the people there are actually unbanked. And there's high remittance fees, and it really reminded me a lot of Africa and all of the problems and all of the supply chain issues and remittance. Everything that we're trying to solve in Africa was the same problems that Haiti is facing. And Haiti is just south of us right now. And he had a lot of ways and ideas to actually fix that, and I wanted to have him on today. So how are you doing?
I'm good, Big. I'm good. You know what I want to say?
What?
Haitians were African first. The Haitian Revolution have never existed. What have existed is the African Revolution in Saint-Domingue and Haiti. And we decided to call ourselves Haitians. So when we talk about Africa, Haiti is just an extension of it.
Yeah.
And Haiti is also part of the African Union as well.
Really?
Yes. But the advantage that we have in correlation with the United States is we're just like 620 100 or 1,000 miles. We're not far. We're not too far from each other.
Yeah.
Well, it's like an hour and 52 minutes from Miami to Haiti, right? Plus, there's 1 million Haitians living in the United States. So if you're looking for a diaspora, for a critical mass to have an impact on a country that have similar profiles than countries in Africa, it's the Haitians that are here, not only in Florida, but in New York, in Boston, etc. And that's the opportunity of Cardano.
And, when you had that passion, it reminded me of, what's happening in El Salvador,
Yes.
with Bitcoin, and how it was one person, I think his name's Jack Mallers.
Yes.
And, he built a company that, allowed remittance and people to actually use Bitcoin for payment. And that's one man with a dream, with a passion to better that country. And I got that same energy from you. So, what is your plan? What are your ideas to use Cardano to help your home nation and also Little Haiti? And Little Haiti's down here in Miami, right?
Little Haiti, Miami. It's 96 million square feet right here in Miami. It's central to everything. Now, the advantage of Little Haiti is it's full of Haitians that travel and invest in Haiti. Here's the thing. 84% of the remittance to Haiti comes from the United States. 84%. And 36% of Haiti's GDP is from that remittance. That means if you get Haitians here in United States to adopt Cardano with the Little Haiti coin that is minted on Cardano, automatically you're going to have an impact, and you're going to have 11 million people that's going to be able to impact with the Cardano community. Why? The governance, corruption is heavy in Haiti, right? Everybody knows that. What's the remedy to corruption? Self-governance.
Yeah, decentralization.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's the remedy to corruption if not DeFi? What's the remedy to corruption if not being able to send money directly to somebody's wallet and nobody knows how much money, or not money, but how much value they own?
And also, another antidote to corruption is financial freedom. Being the holder of your own assets.
Yes.
And not having to hold a currency that's being inflated by the local government, or even if it's USD, it's being inflated by the the United States government. So that really does provide that.
As they wish. And this is the key of Little Haiti coin. Little Haiti coin, we have minted only 1 million of them. Why? Because we want to create scarcity. When you know that $4 billion is transferred every year to Haiti, we want to target a quarter of that market, which will bring every Little Haiti coin to an average value of $1,000 before speculation. And one thing that I like about the Cardano community is that we're not speculators, right? It's more about the technology. It's not about having an impact on the world and in real people's life. But here's one thing that I know for truth. We need to have an economic impact on a small population, a small demographic, in order to have proof of concept. And this is what Little Haiti coin is bringing to the Cardano community. We have the city of Miami that is sponsoring, subsidizing 40 businesses that will accept Little Haiti coin. They give them $5,000 each and to accept Little Haiti coin in exchange for their goods and services, as long as they come from Haiti, they are made in Haiti. So you have a double impact with the Little Haiti coin. And now with the Cardano Beach.
So that's through the government of Miami?
Yes, we have the commissioner, the exiting commissioner, Commissioner Watson, that have supported us with $200,000 grant that will be divided between 40 businesses. That's $5,000 per businesses.
That's incredible.
Thank you. He is incredible. So Mr. Watson, what he have done is to say, okay, I want to have an impact, and I want to help preserve Little Haiti's DNA. So to help preserve Little Haiti's DNA, he said, okay, we have the Little Haiti coin. Captain Haiti, you really care about Haiti? Yes. Okay, I'm going to that was his word. I'm going to take a bet on you. I want to take a $200,000 bet. And the $200,000 bet is to give $5,000 to 40 businesses. Let's say you have these glasses. How much they worth?
I'd say probably $210.
$210? Okay, all right. So let's say $200, right? So I'll give you $5,000, okay? And then these $5,000, they're going to do, how many glasses can I buy? It's 25, right? for $200 glasses.
Sounds about right.
Okay, perfect. So that's 25 glasses. So I come with my little Haiti coin. You give me your glass, and I give you the coin. It's that simple. Why would you give me the glass for one little Haiti coin that is not public yet? Because the city of Miami have already subsidized 25 of these glasses. Now, if I come to you and I'm the 26th person and I want to get a glass for the little Haiti coin, you say, hey, listen, the glass are up. You know, the credit is done. Yeah, but I'll give you 10% on the glasses if you pay me with little Haiti coin. All right, it's about $200. All right, here's my 40 little Haiti coin, because they're $5 each. Give me the glasses. And that's the way that we are igniting Cardano through the neighborhood of Miami that is called Little Haiti, and then to transfer it to Haiti, where they're highly in need of a currency that is in deflation, not inflation.
So one thing that's very important, is education. Earlier we mentioned that, a little over 60% of the people in Haiti are unbanked. How do you plan to educate those people in Haiti or even in Little Haiti? Because education really is at the foundation of it before people can have financial freedom and see the value of this without the remittance fees. And
yes, that's why I've created the Captain Haiti game. The Captain Haiti game is a gaming token. It's a gaming that burns the token. You don't play to earn, you play to burn. Every token that you get in the game, we burn it into a circulating supply. That means the remaining token that is on the network are increasing value as the kids playing the game. So now it gets the kids to understand, okay, what is it that I'm doing when I'm playing that? Oh, how come the remaining token are gaining value? Or how come, what is a liquidity pool? What is a crypto? Oh yeah, it's fun playing the Captain Haiti game, but why am I playing it for? But when the parents see all the kids playing the game, then they say, okay, you know what? Let me put some money in that liquidity pool in the name of that kid. So in a few years from now, when we have millions of kids playing the Captain Haiti game so they could learn about crypto, it increased the wealth of the first kid that have been playing the game. That's the way you educate people. You educate them.
So when they play the game, there will be education throughout the game to continue further throughout the experience.
Exactly. And not only you learn about crypto in the game, but you also learn about the natural resources of Haiti. Haiti has $20 billion worth of gold, 120 billion worth of oil. We have the largest concentration of iridium compared to any place around the world. Look it up, Mount Bossa, the mountain Bossa in Haiti. He has the largest concentration, 100 times the concentration of iridium. Haiti is a land with a lot of riches, right? So as the dollar is losing value, all these minerals become a greater asset to possess. So imagine if you equip a country that possesses all these minerals with Cardano instead of a fiat currency that they have right now. What you're actually doing is giving the people of Haiti the power to self-govern themselves and also the power to control the value that they are stocking within their cell phone and also transpose it to the minerals that they will get as well. There's plenty of mineral to back the little Haiti coin in Haiti or any other coin that will come up with crypto.
So is the main currency there the US dollar?
No, the main currency in Haiti is the gold. Okay, but it is against the US dollar. Whenever you send money to Haiti, you have to send US dollar, and over there they convert it into gold. I'll give you an example. In 2019, the gold have lost 26% of its value against the US dollar. But in 2020, the gold have the inflation rate on the gold was 20%. So now imagine...
Is that versus the US dollar?
No, just
in general. Okay.
So imagine you heard about compound interest, right? Now imagine a compound loss of value. First of all, against the US dollar, and then the hyperinflation of the Haitian gold itself. Yeah. Right? So that's why it's very important to get the little Haiti coin in the hands of in your hands, in the hands of people in Venezuela, hands of people in Cuba, hands of people in London, hands of people in Mexico. Because as we own the little Haiti coin, we're increasing its value, and that is in the cell phone of a Haitian that is in Haiti. So now, by trading using little Haiti coin on the Cardano network, you are increasing the wealth of Haitians that are in Haiti and helping them fight corruption and fight hyperinflation. It's not about doing some charity or donation. No, you just use it because the little Haiti coin is on a very powerful blockchain, which is Cardano. And also, there's also a network of businesses in little Haiti accepting it already. So we're not talking about the future. We're talking about today.
Today, how can people support your mission?
Go to CardanoBeach.com. We are duplicating Bitcoin Beach success in El Salvador and Haiti. That's why we call the project CardanoBeach.com.
Thank you, guys.